Hello my spooky babes, and welcome to February. I cannot believe we are already entering the second month of the year. It feels like New Year's was just yesterday. But today, we're looking back on the month and showing you how journaling for me is going so far. Yesterday was a rough day for my OCD. I had forgotten to do a few pre-recording rituals and ended up losing all of the footage along with a handful of other small bumps in the road throughout the day. So, today, we're doing things right by candlelight. On our cheat sheet, I've added the spacing for our chapter titles. On our trackers, as you can already begin to see, a slight correlation with the weather and my mood. But we'll give it a couple more months before putting the data together to tackle my seasonal and possibly even my all-year depression. There are many reasons people choose to bullet journal. One of mine is for documentation. This combination of anxiety and depression really messes with my memory, so it's nice to be able to look back and have an idea of how I was feeling that day, or if I did anything that affected the rest of my day, week, month, or year. I was so blinded by a bad day last month that I forgot to share some huge news with you guys. The day I was stuck miserable in bed was the very same day my mom announced that she was moving her wedding up to the 21st. With the wedding now just a few weeks away, I needed to kick my butt into high gear to get the creative juices flowing. Since we last spoke, I got the inspiration and motivation to do the morning routine I've been dreaming up and writing down for 4 years now. Of course, I didn't just wake up and do everything on day 1, but just 7 days later, I was living the morning routine I thought I could only dream of. On day 7, I woke up ready to do my morning routine. Meditation, yoga, journaling, showered and clean in a cute outfit and makeup. The hair was matte, but I still felt great. First stop was to get the boring stuff out of the way when it became very unboring and turned into a bit of a hassle. New year, new driver's license, cause I live in Arizona now, but they misspelled my last name, assuming it was the animal bear and not the naked kind of bear. I matched their assumption with one of my own and left all my documents at home other than my California and Arizona license to show them the proper spelling. After an hour of making asses out of ourselves and a bit of running around town, it was time to run around a different part of town for content supplies. And a reward for adulting for the day. My matcha and heavy sandwich combo made me very sleepy, so I took myself home for reward number 2, a cat nap, and waking up just in time for dinner. Waking up the next day felt like I wasted all the New Year's magic and motivation when I was abruptly awoken by gardeners outside my window, leaving me with zero motivation to do anything. And honestly, for one of the first times in my life, I felt in my heart that it was totally okay to do nothing today. In fact, I deserved it after not only adulting, but practically living a day in my dream life. I hopped on my phone first thing in the morning and put on some YouTube. Lifted my spirits, if you catch my drift. And after a couple silly videos, I stumbled upon this video that inspired me to finish the video you're hopefully still watching. It's currently noon 30 as I head out the door to head to my super secret, mostly quiet voiceover location. And hopefully by the time I'm done, it'll be time to pick up more supplies from our top secret content delivery unit. The rest of my weekend was filled with editing and chores, which I haven't completely mastered the art of making entertaining to watch yet. So instead, here is some fun stuff I did leading up to the wedding. I had the honor of putting a lot of the decorations together for the wedding, starting with the arch they'd get married under. This is how it went. Once I got the arch looking presentable and perfect to my client's standards, it was time to get myself looking presentable with some new hair and some new nails. The wedding chaos began on Thursday when our first wedding guest arrived.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you, for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Olsen. Come on, y'all.
On Wednesday, our final guest left, and it was time for all the pictures and videos to come flooding in so I could work on my next new project. But not before seeing what you clicked on the video for, so let's get to it. Now, if you didn't read the disclaimer or just skip to this part of the video, I'll warn you now that this is just a flip through. There was a glitch earlier this week and I lost all the footage of the plan with me. But continuing with our spiderweb theme, I thought it'd be fun to make a spiderweb heart that I saw on Pinterest the other day and make a pink spiderweb closing out January's bullet journal section. As you may have noticed, one of the first pages of my journal has a lunar calendar and a few seemingly random dates on it. Some may seem familiar, like New Year's and Valentine's Day, but there's probably a few most of you don't recognize. Like today through the 4th, depending on who you ask, is Imbolc, the inspiring time of year halfway between winter and spring for us North Americans. A time where spring slowly begins to make its appearance, with the days getting slightly longer and just a tad warmer. Today, at middle winter, I feel a stirring. All around me, signs of life emerge from underneath blankets of snow and ice. Within me, life emerges too, and I honor the return of light, my life force on this sacred day. I light candles as my ancestors did to symbolize the sun's gentle return. The flame, its rays spreading warmth across the land, across my heart. I am the light. I share my light with others, and in doing so, my light expands. May all I touch grow, bloom, and flourish. So it is. Well put, Sage Goddess. Thank you for sharing your poem on Pinterest. So, you might not know what Imbolc is, but I bet if you're in America, you know what Groundhog Day is. And when you think about it, the two are actually very similar. They both celebrate spring. Is there anything you do in February to celebrate the return of spring? Comment down below, I'd love to give it a try next year. There's not much to see right now, but be sure to come back later in the month to see February's flip through. For now, I just want to thank you all for stopping by. My name is Luna, if you're new here, bearing my soul to you guys through the hard times and the best times. If you enjoyed the video, don't be shy, let me know down below by hitting that like button, leaving me a comment about something that makes you happy, sad, or anything in between. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe or follow button to join the ever-growing tribe. Major love to those of you who already are, and come back for every single video when that notification comes on. With all that said and done, I must say namaste, my tribe, sending you peace, love, and good vibes. Until the next video, happy days!